Okay, now we're looking at the scenario 10, and I've added the new event here. So this is going to be problem 31 that we're covering here. But I wanted to leave the old new event number 1, and to kind of remind you of where we were with the original interest. So you remember Andrew owned 60%, or he had 60% mineral acres, or mineral interest, in 60 acres. And so he then conveyed to, leased to Oilco for a 1/16 override, or royalty interest rather, and it also had a rental clause that said that the rental due would be $10 per net mineral acre. Okay, so that was the initial scenario 10. Then we've got this new event, and what happens in the new event is that Oilco then conveys the 60% mineral interest they got from Andrew to X company. So now X company has 40%, and Oilco has 20% working interest. So the question here, number 31, or let's look at the new event. It says on December 15th, 2006, X sends an envelope to Oilco which contains a letter providing notice that X elects not to participate in the payment of rentals, and a recorded assignment of lease whereby X then assigns back its interest to Oilco of all of X's right, title, and interest. So now we have X conveying that 40% back to Oilco, leaving X with 0 and Oilco with the 60% mineral interest. So now the question is, question 31, the Oilco lease and title analyst should schedule future rental payments as follows. Well, we know if there were 60 acres and he owned a 60% mineral interest. So let's look at that. That's 60 acres times 0.60 is 36 net acres. So remember we said it was going to be $10 per net mineral acres. So 36 net acres times $10 is going to equal $360. So the question is, what should future rental payments be? Now, Oilco owns all of it again. So their interest isn't being split, and so the amount will be $360. Now the dates in the scenario are pretty much the same, January 1st, 2007. And that's correct because the last thing that happened was December 15th, 2006. And so that would make the next rental payment January the 3rd, 2007. So that's where they got that 1/1/2007. And that is the last problem. And if you're looking at it on your paper, this is going to be option B. And that concludes all of the calculations in the NALTA study guide. I hope that you find this helpful. Please feel free to pass these links along to anybody that you think would benefit. Thank you again for attending, and I look forward to seeing you in my next class.